time they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Topper.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
X3, 218, chopper, now.
Running from the gun with Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready, set.
Mike 7. I got it. Shoot.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Bristol, travel. Smooth.
You gonna take. You got take. You got
2nd and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
check.
Hustle. Go.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Titans' 37-yard line.
We're ready. 60 outlaw. 655, Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check it back. Check it back.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. 25. Check 25.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
High 7.
2nd and 3. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
6-6. Pull it high. Go. Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You draw quarter.
Second and 10. He finds Corey Davis. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Yep.
He's crashing.
Derrick Henry. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Henry fighting through, and he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
I got you.
And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Henry. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
General West.
Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He'll find Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Henry. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Say. Check your hot read.
6-6, pull it high.
We're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Stay firm.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Henry, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup. Start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the shift.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Switch.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Mike 7. I got you. No. Off.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This will be caught by Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 99 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Second down at the 24-yard line.
Watch the whip.
From the 24, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And a Raven first down.
Ready? 51's the money. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Switch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 1 play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Go.
Hold.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mike 52.
Hey.
We got it. Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
2nd and 5. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Get him. Shift.
Topper.
Slam.
5.
They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Okay, ready?
7. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check.
Right on.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
We got this. Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Jackson operating from the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jackson throwing again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9. Kill, 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 kill.
Protein spill.
They'll run it again with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
6-6. Pull it back.
2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 37.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Switch.
Now. You draw Corker. Shoot.
He's back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Kill, kill, kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mark 52, Mark 52. It's a party now.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check. Look at me, zipper. Sleep zipper, sleep zipper.
Again, it's Henry. Shrugs the tackle. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Go, go.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Suck up for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there. All right, we'll see if they do just that. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Jackson. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is one, and it won't be a one towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 4. We got 4. Chance.
80 weapons.
Mike 7. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run with Henry. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Go. Snap.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Complete. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Switch.
61. Matchbox lights.
Hey, watch it.
Off tackle left with Henry. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Joker.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
You got tight right there.
Go.
I got him.
Ready.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike 7.
Bravo.
Pass. 7's a Mike. Watch the slant. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Come off the ball.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Break.
Mike 7. Check.
3, 218, chop it. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Tennessee, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,